Hi, Dr. Mel here. I'm a GP and a mum, and I'm going to talk to you about bedwetting in children, when to worry about it, and what you can do to help. If your child is 5 years old and still having accidents at night, this is not unusual at all. In fact, 15% of 7-year-olds still frequently have nighttime wetting accidents. However, at 5 years old, it may be a good time to think about why are they still having accidents, and is there anything you can do to help them along? There are 3 common reasons why your child may be having accidents at night time. The first is their bladder doesn't stretch enough. The second is that they're producing too much wee at night time. And number 3 is that they don't wake up when their bladder is sending messages to their brain to say they need a wee. So to help your child overcome bedwetting, it's worth considering these reasons and trying to work out which one fits with your child. So here are some things to think about. First of all, are they having enough fluids during the day? This helps stretch their bladder and also stops them wanting to drink loads of fluids when they go to bed. The advice tends to be try to not get them to have any further drink about 1 hour before you plan to put them to bed to stop them needing a wee at night time. The next thing to consider is, do they have quick and easy access to the toilet? For example, is there enough lighting, or are they on the top bunk and have to climb down? It's helpful for them to be able to quickly jump out of bed and run to the toilet if they need to. The next thing to think about is their bowels. If they are constipated, then all the stool in their bowel will be pressing on the bladder and stopping it from being able to fill up so much. So in a healthy child, we would expect them to open their bowels at least once a day and for that stool to be reasonably soft. If this is not the case, it may be worth having a chat to your GP about it. My next bit of advice is from personal experience. One of my children was still wearing pull-ups at age 7 and they were soaking every morning, so we kept putting them on. But actually, when we just said, let's give it a go without it, he did really well and rarely had an accident after that. So sometimes just giving it a go. You can also buy bedwetting alarms now quite easily off the internet. They're not overly expensive and can be really helpful in training the brain into feeling that trigger of when they need the toilet, and hopefully will get them knowing when they need a wee at night time. And last but not least, it's all about praise with children, lots of positivity. If they do have a dry night, give them lots of praise. If they're drinking enough fluids during the day, give them lots of praise. And absolutely do not punish them or make them feel bad if they do have an accident. This is always a very difficult time for them as well, and that can put extra pressure on them. So if you've had to think about all of these things and you're still struggling, then it would be worth getting hold of either the school nurse or your GP for some further help and support. The GPs can prescribe a medication called desmopressin, which can help the children be dry at night time. I would also highly recommend a website called eric.org.uk, which has got lots of further information in there, and I will pop that in the comments. I hope you found this helpful.